Kevin bringing the love for the Cleveland Cavaliers as they get ready for the penultimate game before the playoffs begin. It's Fast Break Monday, so we need you to chime in. Here's our poll question for the evening. Will LeBron James make it to an 8th straight finals? Welcome to the Auto Trader pregame show. Tony Delph and Isaiah Thomas. These are the stars of the show on this Fast Break Monday. I'm Chris Miles. And there are 5 playoff spots out west waiting to be claimed. But we're starting out in the east. We'll get back to the west in a little bit. The game we're getting ready for this evening, Cleveland Cavaliers, New York Knicks, ending the regular season on a home-and-home. The Cavaliers are a game behind the Philadelphia 76ers for the 3rd seed in the East. With a win tonight, Cleveland wins the Central Division. They can lock up home court advantage in the first round, that is. Does it matter for Cleveland at this point to try to make sure they're in that 3rd or 4th spot, maybe catch Philadelphia?
I think where Cleveland is sitting right now in the 4th spot, matching up against Indiana, I think that's a good matchup for them. Anywhere below that, when you're messing with Milwaukee or Washington, I don't know if Cleveland matches up well with those teams right now. I think the matchup they have with Indiana right now, that 4-5 matchup, that's a good matchup.
It'll be interesting, but when you have LeBron James, it doesn't matter who the matchup is. He's able to go on the road and help his team get victories, but, he's always, to me, the X factor. The way he plays, how he approaches the game, but just his longevity and being able to get to the finals year after year proves how good he is and how complimentary the players around him have become down this stretch.
Well, during LeBron's 8 finals appearances, he's been a 2 seed or higher every single time. He was a 3rd seed in the 05-06 season, did not reach the finals. Was a 4th seed in 07-08, did not reach the finals then either. Well, trying to be a 3rd or 4th seed this season, looks like he's locked in there because they're not going to catch the Celtics as the 2nd seed. Does that matter? Will LeBron make it back to the finals with these Cavs? What do you think, Tony?
I think he'll be back for the 8th time. He's playing his best ball of his 15th-year career, and you would think at this late in the season, he wouldn't be going as hard, and he's so competitive. He wants to win. And then just having a new cast of characters and playing with these guys, he's giving these guys more authority, and he's also trusting in these guys right now.
I was doubtful a couple of weeks ago. And I actually had picked Toronto to come out of the East. But after watching him play the other night in Philadelphia, when they were down 30, I didn't think LeBron James had another gear at 33, right? But what I saw being down 30 in Philly let me know that, okay, he does have some more in the reserve tank.
Most time players pack it up, though.
Yeah,
yes.
And he can take it to another level still.
Right.
So I'm going to change my mind, and I know I said Toronto was coming out, but after what I just saw in Philadelphia,
I'm not betting against
I'm going back
against
to LeBron.
him. The reason why I said it is because they can go on the road and win. I'm not sure Toronto can come to Quicken Loan and get a victory. I haven't seen that, and they were actually up in a game by 15, 20 points, and LeBron and that team still will their way to victory. So I don't know if they can win when they come to Quicken Loan.
Yeah, I think both of them are good enough to beat each other once on each other's court. I agree with you. I don't know if Toronto can beat Cleveland 2 times in Cleveland. And I do think LeBron James is capable of beating Toronto twice in Toronto.
I agree.
Isaiah, you said it, LeBron playing at a different level. And this game means something tonight against the Knicks. Again, trying to lock up home court advantage for that first round. It's time for Advanced Stats with insights from SAP. And LeBron leading the league in minutes played in his 15th year, 37.2 minutes per game. And how is he doing when he's doing it? Well, 2nd in player impact percentage. For those not familiar with that particular stat, that's exactly the same as player efficiency rating. So that's incredible to see it at this point in his career. LeBron, 3rd in the league in assist percentage at 43.2%. For more stats, go to NBA.com stats with insights from SAP. Again, we see all of those things together, and he's getting everyone else involved. He's essentially playing your position.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy about that stat in terms of him leading the league, playing 37 minutes a night? Okay, now back when we were playing, right? Again, no, seriously, yes. you were playing 40 to 42 minutes a night.
Right.
Some guys, and it just shows you how teams, coaches, and players are taking better care of their bodies, lessening their minutes. And if he's leading the league at 37 minutes a night, it'd be interesting to know, like, you know, how many players in an era just, you know, maybe 6 years ago was playing close to 40 minutes a night.
I think in his 15th year, you wouldn't think about him playing this many minutes, especially leading the league in minutes, because, you know, you think about a veteran like LeBron, you want to get him rest now. The last 10 to 15 games, he's not playing as much. You know, you already solidified a spot, but you want to make sure you reserve his body. You don't want no injuries, but also he's just out there trying to make good decisions for his teammates. And by doing that, now those guys are players that he can trust in. He's trying to build something going into the playoffs.
Yeah.
And without Kyrie Irving on this team, you notice LeBron handling the ball a lot more and now having his highest assist percentage in his entire career. What are you seeing that he's doing this year with this group of guys?
I feel like he's going back to playing the way he played in high school. If you go back and you look at the way he played in high school, he was really the point forward in high school. He's a very unselfish player, and you see he makes the correct read here. And his corner passing is right on point. I mean, it's on target, it's on time. He sets the screen, he sees the double. Now watch this hook pass to the deep corner again. Right into Hood's pocket, right into his shot pocket, goes right up and make the shot. In transition, he sees, he spots, he delays, and he picks it apart. I mean, LeBron James as a point guard, as a point forward, as a creator, I mean, he's probably one of the most creative players that we've seen in this league, along with the Magic Johnsons and the Ben Simmons. I mean, left-hand cross-court pass right now. I mean, he's doing it all from a facilitating standpoint in terms of making sure that everybody touches. And I'll go back to Bradley Beal, right? LeBron James makes sure that everybody eats. And that's what's happening right now with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Well, two guys who are back in the lineup after missing some time, Kevin Love and Tristan Thompson. Tristan has played 9 games back, and Kevin Love looking healthy. How key are those two guys in making this run in the postseason, especially just making sure they're 100% going into?
Well, you talk about two guys that have won a championship with him, so he knows exactly what Tristan Thompson is going to provide. He's going to provide energy. He's going to give them offensive rebounds. He's going to set good screens. He's going to roll to the basket. But Kevin Love, to me, is that X factor because he can put the ball on the floor, he can knock down shots from the mid-range, and also shoot threes from the outside. But just his playmaking ability, once he gets down low, he's an efficient scorer on the low block.
Yep.
He can get to the foul line, and once again, it's a player that LeBron can trust. And Kevin can knock down late game shots, and I think LeBron, what makes his team go is he knows his personnel better than anyone. Even with them retooling their team and bringing in a whole new cast, is that he knows where every player is supposed to be. He knows their strength and weaknesses. And when you have a facilitator like LeBron, it opens up the floor, but it makes everyone else better.
You know, Tony, we saw Kevin Love warming up at the start of the show, and he was posting up against James Posey, right? Now I see why he's got so much confidence in the post.
Posey's a little bit older, but you know what? Posey was a
Posey down there with gray hair. Look at him with gray hair, right? He can't move. Okay, Kevin Love is coming out like...
He called him his older age, though, you know?
Yeah, but he's like... I mean, this is how you... Hey, young fellas, this is how you get your confidence in the post, right? Grab one of them old coaches with gray hair and just bang them hard. Get them off you.
And we're not trying to... And trust me, Posey's not trying to get hurt right now either. No, he's not.
Oh, man. Well, Grant Hill not only drinks Sprite, but he's also a Hall of Famer now. How about that, Isaiah? Congrats to him.
Yes, congratulations.
We'll take a look back at some of his best moments from his playing days on a show he now hosts.
Detroit basketball.